Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena. We are back yet again. This time we're going to go in with a brand new deck that I built. It's a black-white token strategy. So if you want to check out the deck tech, then be sure to do so. But without further ado, let's get into the games. I'll see you there. Yeah, mulligan. Easiest mulligan of my entire damn life. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can kind of keep this. Against aggro, it's just screwed, but... Oh my god, go away. Sanctuary, go. Alright. This might be a greedy... Oh, hello. This might be a greedy Procession Commission turn. Depending on how much pressure our opponent puts on this turn. We'll see. But 4 tokens, if we can get to that point, is pretty sweet. I assume our opponent's on red deck wins, though. Yeah. Which is, that's a deck that people play. Yep, you do that. My turn. Anointed Priest. That's a good turn 3 play. If we are to go Procession. Alright, white and colourless. Land Crasher. Pretty likely. Maybe another Kenra. It looks like we are going to be able to Procession Commission, though. A Lightning Strike me. Ooh. Well, then it's Procession Priest Commission. Commission. Sweet. Alright. We may just have this game in the bag. Red has a lot of trouble dealing with Procession. Enchantments are not a thing it touches quite easily. And I doubt he's running board wipes. Targeted removal, sure, but we're now doubling all of our creature count. Rigging Runner, sure. Land drop is nice. Though not entirely necessary at this moment in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 2 Anointed Priests. Gain 4 life. Gotta love that. That 4 life already is big. And now we'll be generating 4 tokens. Each of those will be giving us 2 life each. And then blocking and giving us life as well. Maybe even attacking with Pride of Conquerors, because we will be getting to Ascension, the City's Blessing, very easily. Now that we managed to slam this one down. So yeah, as you can see, with against red deck wins, just the right hand, it's just not even a match. Sure, you can combat Celebrant. We have Commission with Pride of Conquerors held up. No blocks. Actually, I could have blocked there. That was silly of me. That's fine, though. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Queen's Commission. Trigger, 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 trigger. Triggered. Okay, and... Well, we can swing in with these guys now. That's fine. Block if he wants, he won't. Yeah. Okay, and we've got a pretty decent blowout potential here. If he does want to attack in, we can Pride of Conquerors. I'm more inclined to wait and do it on the attack instead. Goddamn Mothra. Get away from me. Yeah. It's that time of the night. Oh. Did you hear the moth fly into the microphone? Wasn't that fun, kids? Trade one there, I guess. What is it about? Wow, really? Yeah, sure. What is it about moths? Where they're perfectly designed creatures. They seem designed solely to annoy. I don't like to murder insects, but moths are really one of those that tempt me. Like, unbearably. This one's flying in my face right now as we speak. Go away. I got it stuck in a cup. There we go. Alright. Problem solved. Yep, you combat celebrant all you want. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Well, knowing that we've got this procession, it does mean that... this Pride of Conquerors, sorry. It does mean that we can attack and defend profitably here and turn these into 3/3. So even if he's got his double combat step, he's not going to be able to swing through very nicely. So I think I could afford to play this and be fine. No attacks. If he wants that extra combat step, then he's got to get through my 3/3s and my 3/5s. And that's probably not something he's expecting. I hope. Anyway. If he's expecting it, we might be dead. That is a magma spray. It's one less blocker. Maybe this will be a deterrent for him then, if that's the case. I mean, we're gaining so many tokens next turn and so much life. I think I can afford to do this. It saves my token. Or demands another removal spell. It pumps the rest of them, which makes combat really bad for him. So we'll have to see. And a braid on one of them, sure. And he did pass. Okay, so now we get to go Queen's Commission. We do gain less life now, because he did correctly abrade our dude, but we gain 8 life anyway. And then we Martyr of Dusk. If he wants to kill this, we gain 4 tokens. We're at 24 now. We just pretty much have to wait for a Lord effect and then we can start swinging in. But, I mean, against red deck wins this board state. Yeah, you have a lovely Monstrosaur there, opponent. Okay, so we can Squire's Devotion on the Martyr of Dusk. 1, 2, 3. Generate 4 tokens, gain 4 life. Now we have a 3/2. If it dies, we gain 4 more tokens. I can't afford to swing in here because he has a First Striker. So it would be pointless. Yet again, wait until a Lord effect appears. We do have protection against board wipes now with the Martyr of Dusk, at the very least. But if there's one thing this deck does well, it is clog up board states. That is an insult. Wow. Okay. Where's that injury going? Part of it will go to my face, sure. But I mean, my 1/1s are gonna block all of your damage quite easily, so that 4 damage you just did to my face, I gained it back. The Monstrosaur Trampler, sure, that's a 10 damage. We'll see if that Celebrant wants to exert. Not much is going to survive the attack for second combat, though. Okay, so you are dead. You are dead. You are dead. Those are dead. Then you are dead. And then you are dead. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get your second combat, but you have no creatures. I still have 5 1/1s and a life linking generator. He did wipe quite a lot of my board off, but it came at the cost of having no board state left himself, and then we Queen's Commission again. Yeah. Didn't really work for you there, did it, opponent? And so begins the beats. God, I love this deck. Good game. Yeah. If you like token decks, guys, get 3 Anointed Processions. Not bad. Not in this deck, but not a bad card. Alright, guys. Let's go for the game. Okay, we're in. We're on the draw, and we do have turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and the mana to play it out, so I guess we'll keep this. Being on the draw sucks a little bit, but it usually does. Alright, blue mana. So, fun thing about this deck is usually, for the most part anyway, you work in sorcery speed on a lot of your creatures and things like that. Sorcery spells, so Essence Scatters on 2 aren't always terrible, and honestly losing a Martyr of Dusk to an Essence Scatter is also, like, completely fine. So, we'll lead off with the Desert of the True anyway. We'll pass the turn. See what our opponent's up to. It might be a Merfolk. Or it could be Control. Looks to be Merfolk. Okay. The River Snack. Ooh, Call to the Feast. That's fair enough. Let's just lead off with the Martyr of Dusk then, I guess. Pay our manas. Next turn, we can either Queen's Commission or Legion Lieutenant. Not decided which one yet. Suppose what our opponent plays depends largely on that. Spell Pierces in our opponent's Merfolk list are actually going to be annoying. Mentioning skipping Essence Scatters, these guys run Spell Pierce more often than not, so that might be a little annoying. So maybe we want to lead off with the Lieutenant if he leaves blue mana up, and we'll see. The idea is essentially to race the amount of damage he's dealing in unblockable damage. Happy to swing through the Silvergill as well, so we get a token out of it and a body off the board. He's going all in on that sneak, so if we could get an Ixalan's Binding. Squire's Devotion. It's not really what I want, I don't think. So it gives it +1/+1 lifelink, so we'll be swinging in as a 3/2, similar to the Legion's Lieutenant. It'll give us a 1/1, and when he trades off his Adept, we'll get another 1/1. I guess that's fine. He's tapped out as well, so the odds of like 2-for-1 unsummoning me or something like that are a little lower. Is he going to trade off here? I suspect he will, which is fine by me. Got to gain that life essentially to stay ahead of the River Sneak, while also attacking his board and eventually forcing him to block with his unblockable stuff. That's the way we get out of this one. Either that or generating so many tokens and going in with the Sanctum Seeker win is also another alternative. But an Ixalan's Binding right now would be lovely. Especially now. Jeez. There's a Martyr of Dusk. We can play Martyr and Legion's Lieutenant this turn, so I think that is the mana efficient play, really. It means that we don't trade off with his Jade Bearer as well. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, that and that. Pumps them up. Shepherd Dunes, we don't have to pay life for then. Swing for 4. And then Martyr of Dusk. Get a 3/2 down. He's going to be able to swing over the top, but he was already swinging through us anyway, so we'll see. That Wind Temple of Araska. Ugh. Ridiculous. Mistbinder. Ew. That's real bad. Well, he isn't going to be climbing this turn because he's not got no blue mana. But still. If you can replicate that turn again and leave up blue mana for his Winged Temple, then we're in a lot of trouble. Oh, thank Christ for that. Ixalan's Binding. Okay. Wish we would have gotten there sooner, because then he wouldn't have had his land flip, but I suppose now's better than no time at all, really. Also hit his Mistbinder, bring his creatures down. Swing with the creatures, but I don't think that's the way we want to go about this. Either way, we want to swing here, so that's kind of the problem, because of this Shapers of Nature being the size that it is. Got plenty of ways to make tokens again. We can't hit that Winged Temple until we draw our Field of Ruin. We've only got one in the deck, so I'm not really holding out hope to draw that all that much. I suppose since this is always going to be unblockable, he's probably going to use this Winged Temple on something else, swing all the way through. 5 on a base damage. Maybe we hit the Shapers instead, and then swing through. He won't block except for maybe on the Jade Bearer on a token. We gain a bit of life. Hopefully slams Sanctum Seeker on a reasonable board. Yeah, I think we check out the Shapers of Nature, as weird as it is. Feels wrong. Maybe it is. But we need to be gaining life, I think, if we're going to keep ahead of this Winged Temple and the River Sneak, which is on a 5/5 right now. And if I can just force him to block with Mistbinders, then we're in a good spot. Wow, he takes it all. Okay. Maybe he's trying to force us to block with our Lieutenant. Next turn we can make the same kind of swing again. Follow up with either a Call to Feast, or that swing will come in with a Sanctum Seeker trigger for a 3-point life drain. Maybe 4, depending on what he does. Kapala, okay. Yet again, dropping his blue gap down. Does this add colour? It does. There's our swamp, okay. So we can Sanctum Seeker if we want. See, now he's got a 3/3 for a profitable block, but he's on low life. We could Chef at Dunes so that he doesn't have a profitable block. We could also Call to the Feast and set up this Sanctum Seeker kill. Big trigger kind of thing. What's the odds that we die here? Swings in for 5. Next biggest thing he can pump up is Kapala for 6 flying. It's 11 points. We're gaining life anyway on the attack. I'm just wondering how greedy we can get with this turn to get the most down at the time. As long as we're gaining life, we're all good. So I think Martyr and the tokens get in again. And then we'll play Call to the Feast, hope to Sanctum Seeker kill him next turn. Or at least do a severe amount of damage with a lot of 2/2s. So he blocks here. Probably. Yeah. Maybe blocks here. He takes the rest. Okay, so he's set up to die next turn if we don't die. Okay, Call the Feast. So an Alpha Strike with a Sanctum Seeker kills him here. So he needs to do 16 points of damage and leave us with 3 creatures that he can deal with. Nope, can't do it. Alright, that was a close one. That was real close. I'm not sure on that Ixalan's Binding on whether or not that was the correct target there, but it worked out, so... Yeah, I think with that 4-4 being on the board, we wouldn't have been able to attack, and then he would have just river sneaked us to death, I think. Because we would have been just suiciding tokens in, but he was really aggressive with using his life total as a resource there, so it wasn't really good plays on his part, I wouldn't say. But there you go. Alright, let's go for another game. Alright, we're in, and this hand looks sweet. We'll keep it. So we got Pouncer or Lieutenant on 2, Commission on 3. I probably go Pouncer, to be honest. I like to lead Lieutenant right behind the charge, so Commission first and then Lieutenant so that the tokens can swing through. Because exposing a Lieutenant before you've actually got any value off of the rest of your vamps usually doesn't really work out for us. So it's probably going to be Pouncer, Commission, Land Drop, Procession maybe, we'll see. And then Lieutenant. Right, Sanctuary go. Land drop for our opponent. Well, there's the 4th land, so we'll see. I'm going to go with the Pouncer. White, please, and white. Yeah. Getting that 2-point hit in, maybe. We'll see. I don't get my hopes up for that. He's got a Lieutenant. Right, well, we are getting our 2-point beats in, so that's pretty good. We're drawing all the lands. It's not bad at the moment. Might suck later. We'll see. Question is, now knowing that he's vampires, do we slow down the game a little bit to slam this Procession? We play on 4 Procession. He's then draws 4 into potentially Cast Out or something like that. Might not get value. We'll get value later. If I went Commission now, I'd want to go Lieutenant after that. Is that really a bad thing, though? I don't think it is. Try not to be a bit too greedy here. Miss out on by 2 tokens by not waiting an extra 2 turns. That is greedy. This is the right play. It has to be. Okay. Let's go with... I want to go Lieutenant now. Trade off with the Martyr. It's a 2-2 token back. Or is this the Procession turn? And just swing in with Pouncer. This might be the Procession turn. So that'd be on 4. On 5, I might get another Queen's Commission plus Anoint a Priest. That's relying on top decks, but, I mean, we've got a good attack here anyway. I'm happy to trade off there, because on 5, Procession can get me 2 4/4 Pouncers back. Nice. Alright. That is totally fine. Let's play down our Procession and pass. So he hits 3, Commission, swings with the group. Yeah, just the dude. That's fine, we'll take that. I can afford to. And then we can Pouncer. Or is this... This might be Priest, Lieutenant, swing. If I trade off, he's got less blocks for the Pouncer. He knows about this, so he probably leaves it be. And doesn't block. Let's try that out. Widen our threats. Means if he does have a Cast Out, hitting Procession's good for him, but he still has to deal with the Lieutenant. If he hits the Lieutenant, he still has to deal with the Procession, which has the double Pouncers coming out soon. If he plays a Lord here, then we've got a good block with the Priest to get double Lords back. Double Priests back, sorry. Takes all of the conquistadors. That is fine. Okay. Take 4, block 1. Now we get the Queen's Commission, which is nice. I can't do both in the turn. That's not the worst, though. I think maybe take advantage of Queen's... no. I was going to say take advantage of it while we have both the Lieutenant and the Procession, but if he has the cast out, we miss value on the Pouncer. Whereas this is okay already. This just, like, double 4/4s is also just, like, extremely awesome. And we'll stop him in his tracks. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're not going to combat, so... 3, 4, 5... Double Pouncer. 5 mana for 2 4/4s with double strike and 2 life. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we have our attacking force. Conquistador number 2 will fail to find, because they're all in his hand. And an aspirant. Okay. So let's get swinging, shall we? I doubt these survive this attack, but they certainly deal with a lot of the board state. Blocks. 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 I'm going to take out 3 tokens here. That seems pretty sweet. Currently that's dead. He needs to block with more. Okay. My Pouncer survives. I don't think he did the counting on the old double strike there. Definitely a punt on our opponent's part. We get 4 vampires thanks to the procession. I'm going to hold this planes in hand. Yeah, and there's the shame scoop. Oh, the shame scoop. My favourite. Speaking of my favourite, we get a scaring Heartstopper. It's not my favourite, but, you know, I was going to try and do some fun stuff there, but, you know, just give us a crappy little draft common. There you go. Whatever, guys. Anyway, I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. I'll be releasing another video with this deck tomorrow as well, so if you do hit the little bell icon next to the subscription button, that'll give you notifications when that video goes live. I do hope you've enjoyed. Check out the deck tech if you want to build this deck yourself, or work towards it at the very least. It is a very sweet deck, doing me quite a lot of good in the rankings if that is something you're interested in. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.